everybody.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing? Great. Good. I like that. Yes. Sounds good. Well, today we're talking about work. That wonderful four-letter word. That word that we all hear so much of. And I purposely didn't start off with my prayer today for all those who are panicking. Shouldn't say a prayer today because I want to tie it into what I'm saying here. We have in our Words of Wisdom from Kahil Gibran, where he talks about that all work is empty save when there is love. And in many of our spiritual traditions, there is always talk of love. All of us here have heard, because it's just our Western culture, to go to any wedding and you'll hear the Corinthians 13, where love is patient, love is kind, right? Everybody heard that at least once, somewhere along the way?
Somewhere.
Just checking, okay. Yeah. But what does that mean? Like, what is it? All work is empty save. What does that mean? What are we doing? What's going on with all of this? And we think, oh, well, we have to have some higher cause or purpose in our work. And it's only if we're doing some special work. Like, oh, Reverend JoAnn gets to be the minister. She's doing special work. Believe me, I've met plenty of clergy people who are not doing spiritual work. And this might go on YouTube, so I'm out there. No names. But I mean, we're all human. We're all human, and we all start out. We all come into that with our own frailties and our own fears. But not to let our fears get in the way, and to think about what is the purpose in what I'm doing. Is the purpose love? It's a very simple question. Is the purpose love? And if it's not love, what do I need to do to get me out of the way so that the purpose now becomes love? That's the highest purpose in all that we do. That's what we're meant to be here for. And all of us have special gifts and special places in the world where we're supposed to add love to. And some places seem more difficult than others to imagine that love has anything got to do with anything going on in the place where we are. Oh, we're in finance. Where's love in finance? There's plenty of need for love in finance. You know? Yeah. We're in sales, or we're on a factory line. Where is the need for love in that? Where is the need at the cash register? Where is the need? Can you hear the need? The need is there. There's a desperate need in that. But what's happened is we've lost all that concept of purpose, and what we've done now is we said, my worth is established by my title, my position, what I do, how much I make from that, what's going on, where that works in with the bigger picture of life. And I was reading today in the book, it's called Your Soul at Work. And it's interesting because they talk about this idea of, coming to a place where, where you're really able to share your love in what you do. Sometimes there are places where it's too hard for you, and that's okay. Try to find something else to do so that you can do it. But don't get caught up in what it looks like. Don't get caught up because it's our intention in what we bring. Today, as we're all sitting here, Reverend Annie is now in Florida at her father's funeral. She, at one point in her life, decided to take a course in musical phantology. And in that process, she went out to learn the harp. And what she was doing in learning to play the harp was not to play the harp for weddings or enjoyment, was to play the harp as people are dying, so that they can spiritually connect. Little did she know that the purpose of that wasn't for a job, was so that she could play the harp, sitting with her father, that he was able to gracefully pass while the rest of the family was crazy. Because they were in so much pain. And they couldn't handle it. We don't know what it's for. We don't see this bigger picture that's going on. I thought that was my job. I thought I was going to make money. I thought that that's what I was going to do, something and change the world and do all these things. It didn't happen. And in the book, The Soul of Work, it was talking about Paul. And Paul, in the Christian tradition, he's in a prison, ready to be beheaded, and thinking, all right, do you think at that point, like, now my life was worthless? What did I do? What did I accomplish? And here's the big emperor and all the, the generals that are going to make this decree on him, and they look like, at the time, the one that got it all together. But who are we reading about today?
Cool.
Whose words mattered? Whose life had that intention and that love, from his perspective, to try to share? So it's not to get caught up in that, because Course in Miracles has this line that says that our worth is not established by teaching and learning. Our worth is established by God. That there is a worth that is inherently placed within each and every one of us. That we don't have to go out to the world, because then what happens is we're back in that place that we were talking about last year with the energy exchanges, where it comes to that idea of see me, see me. Tell me I'm worthwhile. Tell me I'm good. Or let me tell you, I remember the Girl Scouts, we used to wear the sash, right? And we had all the little badges, my badges of honor. This was me. Look at all I've done. And I had them going up the back and down the side. And my poor sister, couldn't get them. About 2 or 3. She was so happy, and I'm parading around with my sashes. I got more worth. And what I did was destroying our relationship. As a child, you don't know. So it's important to understand that purpose. What is the deeper purpose in that? And how can I reconnect to something more valuable, more real? And what happens in Kahil Gibran, in this work of the prophet, he says, do whatever you're doing as if you're doing it for beloved. Serve with such love. Do it with all your heart and soul. If I'm going to play an instrument, I'm going to do it with my heart. As if this is giving it to my beloved and I am sharing it ultimately with them. If I am going to assist in somebody in nursing or aiding, I'm going to do that as if that was my own beloved. If I'm going to build something, I'm going to build it with such care and precision as if it was for my beloved. If I talk to people, I'm going to speak as if that is for my beloved. If I have to make plans for or sit in meetings or anything, I am going to be there as if it is for my beloved. And for those of us who really have that opportunity to not have things that are so contrived to do, that maybe we can just be open to being like the song of St. Francis said, just being those channels. Let me be an instrument of your peace in this situation. My prayer when I start is, I am here only to be truly helpful. In all our work, in all the things that all of us do, we are here only to be truly helpful if we're coming with that clear purpose in mind. So this weekend is a weekend of celebration of workers. All those who put their heart and soul into what they do. Let's reach out. Let's not get caught up in that well of emotion. And let's realize that we come with a higher purpose in all that we do. I had someone ask me about the energy exchange, and they talked about, well, what about this computer world? And what about everything in the computer and emails that go out? And how do I send energy there? It seems like that's a good place where someone can zap me with some negativity. It's all about how I'm receiving it. If I'm in that place of love, that's what goes out. It doesn't matter whether it's it's a person, whether it's, remember I said build a house as if it's for love. Well, put that love into that computer. Put that love into that, whatever it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter. Our job is to focus on that love and not get distracted by what we think it should look like. Your work is established by the divine. No letters after your name. No pomp and circumstance. No special toys and goodies that you have are going to make you any different. Because the divine will love you. Be in that love. So worthwhile. Make your work to be that instrument of peace. And you will be in the highest place possible for all of us. And so it is.
So it is.